What is emotional and psychological manipulation? Psychological or emotional manipulation involves influencing someone's thoughts and emotions as a way to control them. Now, this can be done through crafty and abusive practices, oftentimes unhealthy to the victim. Manipulators will use the victim's weaknesses or vulnerabilities against them, and they exploit these so that they can achieve their own goals, not caring how it will harm the victim. And in today's video, we are taking a look at 10 ways people can emotionally manipulate someone to get what they want. By knowing some of these tactics, you'll be more aware if this happens to you, so that you can avoid these people. My name's Anna, and stay tuned, the video is coming up right now. In at number 1, they invite you to their space. Okay, so the first step a manipulator will try to make to take control over a situation is having control over the territory. So it could just be inviting you to their home or office. It's a control thing to make you feel like a guest. So this way you're less likely to speak up. Number 2, they will carefully listen first. Whilst it might seem like they're being polite, what they're actually doing is trying to find things to criticize or use against you. They'll let you talk forever and a day because it means they can gather up more things to use against you, to either to use to your face or behind your back. 3, they will twist the facts. You could have been clear as day about what you wanted, what you needed, or even something that you said, but they will still find a way of altering the truth so it works in their favour. You may notice that they just brush it off with the likes of, "Oh, well, you really meant this." And that's to put you on the defensive. Number 4, they overwhelm you with information. So they are doing this to confuse you. If they pile on enough information that's too much to handle, or you don't have the time to deal with it, you're more likely to just agree to whatever it is that they were aiming for. 5, they speak louder. Emotional manipulators do this all the time. They think that if they just talk louder, it makes them appear smarter and it makes them right. And this can feel very intimidating as they do it to make you submit. In a room of people, they could talk louder and over everybody else to gain control of the room, and then you have no choice but to listen to them. In at number 6, they are negative. Emotional manipulators aren't often happy people, and it shows in their life and in their work. Some of these manipulators think that if they can control someone else, it will make them happier because then they have control over someone. But in reality, it just makes life worse for everyone. They will often make use of ultimatums. Ultimatums are a favourite for emotional manipulators. They make out that if you don't do something by a certain time, then you would have spoilt the whole thing. As an example, being ready to go out for a certain time, and if you miss it, you're no longer allowed to go out at all. Number 8, they make fun of you. It might seem like just a small jokey comment, but if you notice that they are specifically targeting something that they know you're aware of that is a big deal to you, then it's not so light-hearted, and it will be a comment about how you've done your hair or maybe how you've dressed, but you know they said it to really hurt you. In at number 9, they judge you in front of others. An emotional manipulator will see no problem with calling you out for doing something wrong in front of everyone, even if it's just a case of not doing it the way they would have done it. And in fact, you'll probably notice it's often wrong unless it's done their exact way, because they are getting a kick out of embarrassing you in front of other people and showing off their power over you. For number 10, we have they make you question yourself. This is something emotional manipulators excel at. It's the classic gaslighting, an emotional and psychological abuse tactic that causes the victim to question their own sanity and or to question their reality.